Do you need to buy life insurance at all? Which life insurance would be right for you if needed? And how much coverage would be right to take? I will try to answer all the questions related to insurance you have in your mind. And at the end of this video, I will also tell you which life insurance I have taken and why I have chosen that policy as the best out of so many thousands of policies. So let's get started. First of all, do you need to buy life insurance at all? To find out, you have to ask yourself, is there anyone dependent on you? Does anyone survive depending on your income? For example, your son or daughter or parents? If your answer is no, then there is no need for you to buy life insurance. But if your answer is yes, then you must buy life insurance. Because as the number of diseases and accidents are increasing day by day, anyone can die at any time. So when you are not here, it is your one of the most important responsibility to make sure that those who are dependent on you do not have to face any problem, at least in terms of money. Now let's come to the next question. How many years of coverage should you buy? Up to 60 years, 70 years, or whole life? That is, whenever you die, your family will get the money. You need to ask yourself the same question a little differently to know how many years of coverage you should buy. Up to what age do you expect to have any dependence on you? For example, suppose you are now 30 years old and the only dependent on you is your son, who has just been born. Your wife is currently doing a job, so she is not dependent on your earning. So when you will become 60 years old, your son will be 30 years old. And by that time, he will start earning money himself. So then you can expect him to be no longer dependent on your earnings. So in this case, you should buy coverage up to 60 years old. So that if you die before the age of 60, then your family will get the insurance money. Now the next question is, how much coverage should you buy? Here the thumb rule is that the coverage amount must be at least 20 times your annual income. For example, if your annual income is rupees 5 lakh, then you should take a minimum of rupees 1 crore coverage. The next question is, at what age should you buy life insurance? The sooner you buy, the higher will be your profit. The reason is that, suppose you are 25 years old today, if you buy life insurance today, then because for the next 10 years, your risk of death is very low, so the insurance premium, that is the amount of money that you have to pay to the insurance company every month or every year, will be much less. And the premium gets fixed for lifetime at the time you buy the insurance. So today, at the age of 25, if you buy a life insurance coverage of 1 crore for up to 60 years old, by paying only 30 rupees per day premium, then for the next 35 years, you will have to pay rupees 30 per day to the insurance company. This amount will be fixed for lifetime. So after 20 or 25 years, to pay only rupees 30 per day will cost you nothing. But if someone at 40 years old wants to buy the same insurance coverage, he will have to pay a much higher premium because the risk of death in the next 10 years is high for him. And this is the reason, although now I don't have any dependents on me, but sooner there will be, so I have already bought my life insurance, so that I have to pay less premium. Now let's come to the final question. Which type of life insurance should you buy? There are different types of life insurance. Number 1, term plan. Example of this type of insurance I have been telling you. That is, if you die during this 40-year time period or term from the age of 25 to 65, the coverage amount will be paid to your family by the insurance company. But if you die at the age of say 60 or 70, then your family will not get a single penny. Number 2, whole life plan. That is, whenever you die, even if you die at the age of 100 years old, the insurance company will pay the coverage amount to your family. But here the premium is very high. Number 3, ULIP plan. In this case, your money will be invested in the share market as well as you will also get life coverage. Number 4, endowment plan. In this case, say if you take life coverage for 65 years but continue to live even after 65 years, then you will get back the total amount of money that you have paid as premiums to the insurance company along with interest. Among these different types of life insurance, I prefer the term plan. Now you may ask, but sir, in case of term plan, if I do not die within that age, the insurance company will not refund a single penny. But in the endowment plan, even if I do not die within that age, I will still get all the money I have paid as premium to the insurance company along with interest. Then why are you saying the term plan is better? The reason for this is that in term plan, you will get maximum coverage at a minimum premium. But if you want to take an endowment plan with the same coverage, the premium will be much higher. It may not be possible for you to afford that. The main purpose of insurance is not investment but security. The funny thing is that if you go to any bank or any insurance agent to buy life insurance, they will all suggest you to buy endowment plan. Why? Because it will benefit you the most? Not at all. Because it will be most beneficial for the agent. And notice one thing, they will tell you something like, your money will be doubled in 12 or 14 years. They will never tell you the interest rate that you will be getting. Because if you back calculate, you will find that you will be getting around 5 to 6% annual interest only if your money gets doubled in 12 to 14 years. So instead of that, if you choose term plan, then you will get maximum coverage at a minimum premium, and the money you will save from the premium can be invested in FD, mutual fund, gold, real estate, stocks as per your choice. In this way, you will get much more than 5 to 6% return annually. So in the case of life insurance, term plan is the best. Now the last and final question, from which company should you buy life insurance? I will tell you that one by one from this chart. This chart is a comparison between all the insurance companies based on the annual report of IRDAI of 2018 and 19. Before buying life insurance from a company, you must check these 4 things. The first factor is the total number of policies issued. The higher the number is, the better it is. Next, benefit amount. That is, how much money the insurance company has paid to those who claimed their insurance. The higher the number is, the better it is. Next, claim settlement ratio. That is, how much percentage of claim has been approved by the insurance company. If this is above 95%, then only it can be said well. Next is the amount settlement ratio. That is, how much percentage of the total claim amount the insurance company has paid. If the difference between the claim settlement ratio and amount settlement ratio is more than 5%, then it is better to avoid such companies. So if you compare based on these attributes, you can clearly see that LIC is far more ahead of any other company. So personally, I will suggest you to buy life insurance from LIC company. And more specifically, I will suggest you to buy LIC's Tech Term Plan 854. Because as it is available only online, the agent's commission in this case is completely zero. So you will get a large amount of coverage at a very minimum premium. If you want, you can visit LIC India's official website from the link given below in the video description and buy this plan online from the comfort of your home. Now I would like to thank one of our highest donors, Shudipto Ghosh. If you have been benefited by watching the videos of Bookshelf and you also want to help us continue and improve our work, then you can also support us by following the link given below in the description. At last, a little request to you. So that we all can choose the right life insurance for us, please share this video on your WhatsApp status and Facebook story. Wish you all the very best. The next video is on the next Wednesday at 1:30 PM. Thank you so much for making yourself one of our special viewers by watching this video till the end. More wisdom, more solution, better life.